heard you want some peace. Where are you not feeling peace?
In my stomach, abdomen.
So we want to remind all of you that when we are working with one in the chair, all of you are actually one. You all look very different because you have your own physical bodies and the way that you have your outpicturing of your lives. You all have your own multiverse. You all live inside your own stories and your own perspectives and your own life experiences. Each one of you has very different ones. You all are human in that you also have relationship, whether you like it or not, with other people, whatever those forms of those relationships are, with money, with your career, with your bodies, with your spirituality, with your emotions, with your mental concepts. You all have that as a human being. And we say that at the core, really, of who you are is there's only one here. It is flow. It is God's source. It is divine. So as we work on one, we work on all of you. And we venture to guess that each and every one of you, whether you are aware of it or not, at the core of who you are, want peace. You want to be at peace. So we will focus on peace. Now translate that into what you may for yourself. Peace of health. Peace in knowing you have great health. So we received your requests, whether they were written down or just energetically transmitted from your thoughts of what you want better. We include all of you that are here in this containment of this event, whether you are at home or here. Apply all of it to your own life. So, we first start with your emotions, because there is peace inside of you. There is a divine part of you we see inside of you that only vibrates in peace. It knows only peace, knowing all truly is well. So all of you breathe into that part of you, that divine essence part of you, that if you ever for a split moment ever felt a sense of peace, feel that in your body right now. Even if you, which is not true, but even if you think, I've never felt peace, I have no idea what peace feels like. Peace is an energy, it's a frequency. It is, imagine that you have a piano, in front of you, with all different notes and keys in front of you. And if I was going to hit a note, that note has a frequency, it has a vibration. There, you have a whole spectrum of vibrations and frequencies and notes available to you as a human being. So let's play with the note of peace for Annalisa. So allowing your own attunement right now, the energy that we transmit into you, you will start to feel either warm or cold based on how you receive in your body the energy. Can you feel us around you?
Yes.
Yes. We're pretty powerful, aren't we? You are too. Allow the note of peace, as if you are hitting it on that piano, that keyboard. Ding, 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 ding. Find the frequency of that note of peace and allow that energy to come in through the top of your head. Let the divine in you, the one that breathes you, as a matter of fact, take a deep breath in. As you breathe in that energy, breathe out the stuff that is not of peace. Asking your body, I want all of you to get into a place of understanding that your body must listen to your command. Your body is your body. We used to giggle when we would hear Christy in Canada, where they speak French, and when a lot of the French heavy accented people would speak, they would say, my body. And it's very true. Your body is your body. You have your life partner, your source is your divine self, the energy that flows through you, and your body is your body. So you are really never alone. You've got your life partner with you and your body as a human. So allow your body to bring in the tone, the light, the energy of peace. Bring it into all of the cells in your body. Let it go down through the top of your head. And let it go down through your spinal column. We forgot to ask, may we touch you?
Yes.
Let it go down your spinal column. Let it go down through the top of your head, all the way out, and open up the chakra at the back of your head and neck. Let the energy flow out. We speak on chakras for a moment as we work on Annalisa. Many people understand that they're energy centers. These are valves, if you will, release valves for you to, places where you to release energy that you do not want, and also bring in energy that you do want. So for those of you that are aware of chakras, allow yourself to bring in through your 7 main chakras, which most human peoples know about. There's many, 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 many more. Every cell has a chakra. Everything is energy, you see. So everything is an energy center. Bring in this energy of peace out and in. And then generate it, because you are also an energy generator. Energize from within going out, remembering that your true source and supply of everything is always with you, cannot be separated from it. It is your divine self. So just by attuning, divine self in me, attune to the feeling of peace. Let's hit that note together. Let's play a symphony of peace inside of my own body. Allow your energy to exude outside of you. How are you feeling right now, Annalise?
Much more peaceful.
Do you see how easy it is? We just jibber-jabber and talk about energy and tell you the truth of what you already know. Is that most of you get stuck in the humanness of stuff. So peace is super easy to attain, just as prosperity, just as abundance. Flow here. You have a block here. We let this go here. So you, as the energy master, tell your energy to flow down, to release this energy. There you go. It goes out. See? That easy. When you understand that things in your life, even pain, some of you wanted some healing in your blood, in your body, whether it was a knee or a shoulder or digestion, your body will respond to you. And you consistently give it and allow the vibration of whatever it is you want. Well-being, health. Your divine plan and design is to be in perfect health, to be in perfect alignment with abundance and peace. Do you see how easy it was for you to feel?
Yes.
So now from here, what most humans do is say, I am feeling peaceful. But then the other stuff, the things that are loud and big and hairy and the things that get your attention, you bring in the energy into you, because you look at these things, whether it's money, say, oh, I don't have enough, or my business, how am I going to grow it and get clients, or where's my man that I want, or how do I get this person out of my life, right? All of these things, whatever the conditions, and there's different varieties. This world that you live in has many, many, many different varieties of different situations. That's why we say you all individually create your own reality and have many different circumstances. But the themes are the same. The categories are the same: money, career, love, support, spiritual connection, the mind, mental activity, your emotions, friendships or not, lovers or not, children or not. The circumstances are different. But the basis of living, and we wish that this was taught in schools to every single human. We wish that, you know, when you get a car, they give you a huge owner's manual for a car, which most people never even use or understand how most of the stuff in the car works. We wish you all came with an owner's manual and understood that first and foremost, your allegiance needs to be with your life partner, your divine. This unlimited flow of energy, your source and supply of everything. So that from birth, the human being knows that this blending is always there. There's no separation from it. And then the energy you feel and generate from that unlimited source, from that flow of energy, flows out into your life, and then that's what creates your life. Not the other way around. What power, you are spiritual beings, what power is there to look at a situation and say, oh, I don't have enough? There is no limitation. There is no lack in the world of energy. Whether you call energy God, which it is, whether you call energy a certain thing or essence, such as peace or prosperity, it does not matter. Energy is everywhere. We know this. You all human beings have heard this. You've had many brilliant people that stated this, including Einstein, that everything is energy. And people go, oh yeah, everything is energy. But you still are getting caught up on the energy of the lack. Law of polarity. If there is evidence of lack, there is also evidence of abundance. But as you in your own free will, in your focal point as a human being, to where you direct your stream, you are either building your dam or you're letting the dam go. You're letting the energy flow. Are all of you feeling this from an energy level? The flow and the connection to your divine. So we play with a couple of places where we feel that you are blocking. We're going to undam your dam. We're going to undam you. Would you want us to undam you?
Yes.
Here and here. These are two energy centers. Allow down through around your trapezoids as a human for each one of you, around the area that we are tapping on, Annalisa, to allow your energy to flow out that's been blocking and to flow in. Did the lights just go out?
Yes.
We are powerful. So are you. We want to open up your spiritual center. And as we do this for Annalisa, we want to do this for all of you. The light, let there be light. Breathe in for that. Breathe in that light and energy. We just worked with your upper centers. We want to talk about a bit before we continue to work on you. We want you to be able to integrate. We can blast you all we want all day long, and we could really make you in that alignment, and your bodies need time to assimilate. So we just take a break and talk for a moment as you assimilate this. As we snapped open Annalisa's spiritual center, we did it for all of you. So you might be feeling a little tingling at the top. Let the back of your head and neck open up. There's a chakra back there. Imagine that all the energy is processing out. If you feel any nausea, if you feel any tingling, and if you feel any headache, anything like that, just let it flow out. Your old energy is flowing out to allow in for more light. Now, we, the council, talk to and through Christy. And the work that we have been doing with her lately, with all of you that are here and willing and show up in whatever form that is. We want you as humans to understand there are three main areas of your bodies. There is your mental body, your heart center. We could go on for days on your heart center. Your heart is such an essential organ in your body, but your heart center as a energy being has so much power. And then your solar plexus area, your emotional body. These three centers, when you can master and understand that a thought that comes up that does not feel good is energy, you understand it to not be truth, you can change it very quickly. When you find the energy behind anything, whether it is an outpicturing of a belief, and you find the energy of that lack, and you shift the lack energy into abundance, you're outpicturing, your reality of that changes. We go back to the dam story. You have dammed up the flow inside of your minds in your mental capacity. And so it is important for you as a human being, where it relates to your emotions and where it relates to your thoughts, and where it relates to the energy that you allow in and allow out through your heart center. This is where your work as humans are. Most of you are working hard on things outside. But the real work is the inner work you have with yourself. The mental concepts that you are not enough, or don't have what it takes, or there's not enough to go around, or this is too good to be true, or you can't have it all. Any place in your mental concepts around drama and struggle, pain, suffering, these are learned as a human in your human condition. But we want you, every one of you that is willing to be superhuman. You all have superpowers. One of Christy's little ones, Alex, he said to her one day, "Mom, I have superpowers." And she says, and they, both boys, because boys will be boys, go through where they think they are Iron Man, or they want to be Spider-Man, they want to be a superhero, though the very little boys especially obsessed with superheroes. So she's heard this all of their lives. But one day when she was driving them to school, he says, "I have superpowers." And she thought, okay, which one do you have? And he said, "I have the power of positivity." And she was so happy to hear this, because this is a superpower. When you, as a human being, can look beyond your current situations and circumstances and look for the positive, what's right, what's good, and the higher energy flow, that's a miracle. You are accessing your superpowers. When you know that the emotions that you're feeling, whether you're feeling anger or resentment or fear or loneliness, when you know that those are just energies, it's not the truth of who you are, you can let that energy process out, and you are then accessing your superhuman powers. When you can take your heart center, which is your transmutation station, we like to call it. Energy can come in from your environment as long as your heart is centered on love. And it's focused on that energy of love. Whatever you hold in your heart, the energy of abundance, the energy of spiritual power, the energy of prosperity, the energy of love, compassion, whatever you are holding outside in your energetic heart center, and you hold with great strength, whatever energy is thrown at you that comes out you, it literally gets transmuted. Because you are radiating out instead of being affected by what comes in. That is how powerful you are. When you release that dam, so breathe in that for a moment. Let all of that settle in. Our words have extreme power and carry energy as well. We like to think of yourselves as birds that have been flying at a certain octave of light, a certain energy flow. And the bird can go up higher into a new level of light, a new, different flow of energy, a different stream of awareness and consciousness. We are coming back to you, Annalisa. Are you ready?
Yes.
Still feeling peace?
Yes.
We hate to ask this question, but we will, because we want you to clear. Where are you not feeling peace in your body?
My brain. All up in my head.
The mental chit-chat.
Yes.
You see? Mental, emotional, heart center. These are your three areas as human beings that get you into trouble sometimes. So let's play with a thought and show you how this works as a system within your own bodies, and clear that so we can show you how to do this when we are not with you. Think of a thought that you are having that says that your brain, what is a thought that you are having that is taking away from the peace that you are feeling right now in your body. That one, what was that? What was that thought? That one right there, activated it. What it is? Don't be afraid.
Everything that I have to do today and tomorrow and the next week.
Why are you thinking about all that you have to do when you are here right now?
I don't know.
We tell you why. Because your brains are chaotic. And when there is a lot of chaotic energy, your brains as humans naturally work where you go out and think of your future and go back to your past and go into your present moment. It cycles. We understand this. This is how your human brain works. It's so that you can be in the 3 different dimensions at once. You can think about your future and then come back to the moment. And some of you might be thinking, oh, what are we going to eat for lunch? And what am I going to do after this? And, you know, and then you think about, oh, in the past I did this, and wonder if in Arizona they have this, or maybe later I'm going to go to lunch. So you're cycling all the time. But you are in the presence of infinite intelligence. What do you worry about doing later? Right?
Right.
It's not to condemn you, it's how most humans do it. And why we are here is because when you can have that brain cycle, projecting into a future that is so beautiful, where you know that your infinite and supply is with you, and that flow is going to be with you to help you create everything you need and more, that everything will turn out to be more perfect than you could even imagine. You have peace in your now. So if you think of, and even if you look in the past and you've cleared the stuff of the past, the imprintings, the hurts, the bushwhacks, as we like to say, that also brings you back now to a peaceful now. So it's clearing as an adult, clearing your stuff from the past, where there's energy blocks, the things that anchor you to old limiting beliefs. Do you need a tissue, dear?
Yes, please.
Could someone please, you move more swiftly than we will be able to get her to the tissues.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's creating this beautiful energy flow of light. Accepting and really loving your past for making you who you are today. Loving yourself for who you are today. And projecting into a future that looks really, really bright. So as you're thinking of all these things that you must do, there's a negative stream of energy that's under that. Because if you were thinking, oh, I get to do this later today, or I get to do this later tomorrow or next week, it's a very different energetic sparkle, if you will, a different ignition that we see. But when you said, I'm thinking of all that I have to do today, tomorrow, whenever, it was a constriction. So let's go deeper with your thought. As you were thinking of all the things that you need to do, what was the frequency or energy around that to-do list?
It's just a heaviness of, judgments. I don't have time. Why
That's
did I
lack.
Yes, lack. Yes.
Do we need to speak about time? Is that an issue for, we see it as an issue.
Yes.
Okay, we take a break on energy and we talk. So we first say this. There is no lack and limitation in the world of energy. And we understand there's a polarity too as human beings. You have what's non-physical and you have what's physical. Here on Earth, you have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have only a certain many years to live. That, in the way of time, is limited. But when you evoke energy and you bring in flow, what happens is that 24 hours that you get, that every single other person also gets, is there's more flow, there's more accomplishments, there's more doors opening, there's more fun. People would say to Christy for the last 10 years how one of Christy's mothers is astonished. She has 2 small children. She writes all these books and she runs this business and she's got this relationship. How does she do it all? It's not because she's superhuman and she has some people that we laugh, which calls her Wonder Woman. It is not that she is. She understands the flow of energy and the flow of time. When you are thinking of time that you don't have enough of it, you are in lack consciousness. You have enough time. You have as much time as anybody else that is accomplishing great things in this world. They have the same amount of time as you. But the difference, you see, is always, always, always energy behind it. We laugh as we observe some of you. You guys wake up in the morning and you look at your clock and then say, oh, I didn't get enough sleep. It's the first thought you think. Or, oh, I don't have enough time to eat breakfast. There's not enough time to get ready. I don't have enough time to get to work. I don't have enough time to this or that. It's the perception of not enoughness. That is the cause of all the negative emotions. Do you understand this? This is the cause of all behaviors such as procrastination. This is the cause of anxiety, thinking I have to hurry, hurry, hurry up because there's not enough time. If you relax in the moment before you get in your car, feel the flow of your divine energy going out in front of you and clearing the roads for you. We have done this for Christy many times. We have shown her in many different ways. Sometimes we astonish her. On a Friday night in the middle of summer, at 6 o'clock at night, it took her an hour and a half to get from San Diego to LA. That can take a lot of people, sometimes 4 to 6 hours if you've ever done that drive, especially in the summer. Time is an illusion that you can play with. You can stretch time and you can shrink time. You are the infinite being, and you have the infinite being of the world flowing through you in this time-space reality. It is exactly what we are talking about. All of you humans have this thing called time. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You live on a calendar where there's 12 months in the year. There's so many days in those particular months. You even have little songs. You know, 30 days has September, da, 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 right? You all understand the time. You've got 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes in an hour. You know how many hours there are. You know the time, whether it's military time or regular. You all know this. You even have East Coast time, West Coast time, Pacific time, whatever. Time is a very big theme. It's a part of being a human. But during that place of understanding, there is the physical world you live in, and behind all of it, even if it's money that may feel limited, there's energy. So when we say you can stretch time, you can get so much more done in an hour when you think of an hour and stretch it out. Or you can collapse it, making something happen quicker. Today together is going to go like that, but it is going to feel like you've been here for a week. Why is that? The time is set from this time to this time. But what we do with our time, and the energy inside of that time, do you understand? So what we are talking about here is really what Christy's work has been about, is switching from lack to abundance. Shifting that whole mental concept of what is lack and what is abundance. Anytime you have a mental capacity, anytime you have a mental thought in your head, what happens is a charge is immediately brought into your emotions. You have a thought of there's not enough time, your emotions kick in. You feel fear, you feel anxiety, you feel frustrated. So it is your job as the human to focus on your thoughts and change those thoughts. The faster you can change the momentum of your thoughts that create the emotions, the more you can get ahead of it, the better. So your focus needs to be on abundance, abundant thoughts, abundant feelings. And if here's the short of all of it. If you feel bad in any way in your life, if you are taken away from what is truly your true life experience of what it needs to be, peace and prosperity and abundance and good health and fun and enjoyment and all the good things that literally are waiting for you to claim and are your birthright. You are this divine inheritance. You are a divine daughter or son of the universe. All there for you. When you find yourself in lack or limitation, you feel bad. So if you feel bad, you're in lack. If you feel good, you're in abundance. That's it. We're done. So all of you allow in a very big transmission of energy. We are going to soak your brains right now. So allow energy to come down through the top of your head. We just opened up all of your spiritual centers a bit. Allow energy to come in through your third eye, between your eyebrows, and let the transmission go into your pineal gland, which is in the middle of your head, between your eyes, an important part of your brain. As you charge this pineal gland as a human being, this is your center where there is a sense of who you really are. This is your divine center, if you want to think of it that way. It's like your divine brain. We need to increase your divine brain. Let your brain be soaked. See your brain literally being lifted out of a swamp. See your brain being cleansed with all the stuff in between, all the gray matter being cleared off of all the swamp energy. Let the swamp energy just leave your body, asking it to leave your brain. Soaking in this beautiful light all throughout your brain, letting energy move in and out of your old energy, moving out of your back of your head and neck chakra, and also allowing energy to move in. So your chakras come now in. It's like breathing. The most basics of what you understand as a human being, it's breathing, right? You breathe in, you breathe out. Chakras are like that. They bring in energy, they take out energy. So you as the energy master of your body, if you feel you're feeling lack, ask that lack vibration to leave out of all of your chakras. And once you let it go, you need to replace it. So bring in the energy. Find that note on the keyboard. Ding, ding, ding. This is the one of peace. This is the one of prosperity. I'd like to order that, please. I'd like to align and hook up with that and allow that energy to come in. Soak your brain. Let a little bit of energy here leave your body. Down your arms, down your legs. We are almost completed with you because we feel you are cooked. Let your brain just soak in this light. If you feel lightheaded, open up the back of your head and neck. Let your brain, your mind, which is different from your brain, let your mind, your energetic body, all around your head center, be soaked in this light. And one more thing before we take a break. See everything in your body as like a grid, as intersecting lines of light that are both horizontal and perpendicular. This is how things actually get created in the matrix. For it has to turn from, at one point, pure energy into subatomic particles, into atoms, molecules, all the things that we then see as a rock or a human being or a chair, something solid. This is science. Before it sets up as a physical thing, it has a grid, an energetic grid, much all of you have as humans. You have it around your mental body, emotional body, all around your physicality. the chair we're leaning on also has a grid before it becomes matter. In your brain, in your mental body, just allow yourself to release. You need to ask your mental body to release this. I cannot impose it on you. We cannot impose it on you. God's self, all the universe cannot impose anything on you because you as a human have free will. We can make the energy available to you, but it is you who allows it or not. Law of allowing at its best. So you have this grid work, and just scan your mental body, which contains your brain inside of your head, but your mental body, your mental grid work is even beyond your physical body. Just intuitively look, and we will send energy and light to clear all of your grid works. So just ask your mental body to release anything. Some of you have, looks like, bird's nests inside of your mental body. Some of you have missing lines of light. Some of you have stuff gunked up. And just ask, without even knowing what it is, to have your entire energy grid work of your mental body just to be clear and to release it. You can tell Christy we are doing that for her as well. She sometimes hears us and sometimes does not. So sometimes it is funny when we come back and people say to her, oh, this and that, and she feels like she's at a party that she missed out on or something. Go ahead and clear your energy. We transmit that to all of you. And Elisa, we are going to allow the presence of Christy to come back into the room. Are you doing well?
Yes.
Do you feel peace?
Yes.
Do you know that it is you that needs to feel this?
Yes.
Do you know how to hook up with this now?
Yes.
Do you see how easy it is? That it is your natural state of being?
Yes.
We are done. We are completed. We will see you all soon.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Please comment below what other topics you'd like us to cover, and if you'd like more episodes, please subscribe to the channel or check out our podcast on ChristyWhitman.com.